What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is going to be Friday the 3rd of June and obviously we've got the confirmed deals and the potential ones at the very end guys. So as always, before we get any further, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode. And also, if you missed any of my previous videos, they'll be down below in that description box. Alternatively, check out my channel and they'll all be there, including transfers every single day, guys. Let's start off then with the confirmed ones. The very first one is going to be Leeds United's new manager, Gary Monk. The former Swansea City player and manager has now officially joined on a one-year rolling contract, and I think this is a very good move for Leeds. Although one thing, I think I saw a stat yesterday, I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not, but apparently since Jack Wilshere last played 90 minutes for Arsenal, Leeds United have had 6 managers. If that is true, that's absolutely mind-blowing on both parts from Leeds and also Jack Wilshere. But Gary Monk, he's a very good manager. Obviously he got sacked by Swansea, but it's not just because he wasn't a terrible manager. He actually done quite well. I believe he was there for a year and a half, maybe even a little bit longer than that. But he's very young and hopefully now can provide some stability. And if there's one thing that Leeds United aren't, is a stable club, because their fan base is fantastic. Obviously their fan base is huge, and they go back say 15 years or so ago, Leeds United were a Champions League football club. That's how strange this has gone, because they were gone from Champions League to, I think, it's administration and stuff, selling all their players. They even dropped down to League One at one point. And hopefully Gary Monk can be a platform to build on for them and kind of bring them a brighter future. Now we go on to Ilkay Gundogan. He was featured in yesterday's video, but now he's officially all confirmed, as the video went up at 8 AM and it was confirmed by Man City at like 8:30 or 9 AM. I did say it'd be done, and they have officially announced it. Apparently it's £21 million or around that fee, so very cheap. Obviously right now he's got a dislocated kneecap, but he did a really good tweet. He actually tweeted Man City, said announced Gundogan, which I found that was brilliant. And that is a great asset to come to the Barclays Premier League. Now we have got a guy called Paul Biassi. I don't know who he is, to be honest. I think last season was on loan to Nice from St Etienne, as has now made the switch on a permanent basis for £375,000. Robert Leipertz has now made the switch to FC Schalke from a club called FC Heidenheim, which is a fantastic name. But also on top of this, Schalke have now got a new manager, which is going to be Marcus Weinzler. He's a new manager confirmed by Schalke yesterday, and that's obviously also another Schalke one to cover. And now we go on to Josh Brownhill. I just realised I said Schalke about 1,000,000 times, but either way, Josh Brownhill has joined Bristol City this time from, what club is it? Preston North End. And the fee is a compensation fee, that's literally all it says. We have got Denis Suarez, it's quite a big one, making the return back to FC Barcelona. Is on the site that I use as a source, saying it's all done, and it should be announced today when this video goes live. And apparently just for his buyback clause of £2.44 million. And given the season he had, and also given his ability and potential, that's an absolute bargain. And I imagine he may go out on loan again next season, but he will also be owned by FC Barcelona. The final one today is going to be a youngster, I think he's a youngster, 1995, Ivan Calero, joining, I think it's Sparta Rotterdam, who are in the second division in Netherlands. And that is on a 2-year deal. So now let's go on to potential deals. And the very first one, I must say, is one I really want to happen. That's going to be this guy, Hatem Ben Arfa to Paris Saint-Germain. And it's been rumoured, he's actually said himself, he has like 18 clubs after him. And this is according to Fishes.net then. They're saying that former Nice forward Hatem Ben Arfa, who's obviously now a free agent, is closing in on a move to Paris Saint-Germain as they look to replace Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I don't think, obviously, it's a like-for-like replacement, but what it could technically mean is that Ben Arfa would probably play on the left-hand side and Cavani into the middle. If he does join PSG, I think that's what would happen. He'd become a winger, or potentially they change formation and Cavani goes down the middle. And now we go on to Yaya Toure. It's a double one, by the way. Yaya Toure and also the next guy, Eric Lamela, both linked to Inter Milan. And this is according to Corriere dello Sport. And they're saying that Inter Milan manager Roberto Mancini wants Manchester City midfielder Yaya Toure, and also their Tottenham forward Eric Lamela, the Argentine, this summer, as well as the targets of Alex Teixeira, who's now currently playing in China, formerly of Shakhtar and nearly joined Liverpool, and also Milic from Ajax. Milik or Milic, I'm not sure how you say his name again. I know some people corrected me, but I'm not sure what one was actually right. But them two, then there's no fee mention whatsoever. But I definitely could see Yaya going to Inter Milan because of the reunion with Mancini. But then again, I think he also wants to stay in the BPL, so we'll have to wait and see. Now we go on to Philippe Coutinho, one I didn't really want to see this summer because I think it's inevitable. We're probably about 1 or 2 years off this guy leaving Liverpool Football Football Club, because he's not outgrown us as a club. That's probably the wrong thing to say, but we're not kind of matching his pace and how good he's actually been. This one is according to Le 10 Sport, and they said this wasn't exclusive, but now the likes of Liverpool, Echo and stuff have jumped on it as well and kind of gave a bit more of an insight. But apparently, according to them, PSG are ready to make the move for him. Apparently, they're willing to bid £45 million, but as of yet, nothing has been submitted. But also, apparently, Coutinho, Liverpool, and also his agents and stuff, they are fully aware of the interest, and he does still have like a 4-year contract left. I think he signed it last year, a 5-year deal, so they'd have to pay a massive amount. I really hope it doesn't happen just yet, because this is really the summer we need to improve our squad, and Coutinho, he's a player we essentially need to build that team around because he's that damn good for us. So moving on from him, we're going to go on to David De Gea, and he's got a Real Madrid badge, but apparently, according to Cadena Cope, Madrid want to buy him but loan him straight back to United. So this reads that Real Madrid are set to press ahead with their plans to sign goalkeeper David De Gea, though they would be willing to loan the Spain international back to Manchester United for the 2016-17 season. But the one thing I don't get is the fact that Mourinho's just come in. I think that may stop this deal altogether, but down the line, like say 2-3 years, I think he will be the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Now we go on to Mateo Kovacic, at this time of Real Madrid, today linked to Juventus. So this is according to Gazzetta dello Sport. They're saying that after being told Isco is not for sale, Juve has to turn their attention to Real Madrid teammate Mateo Kovacic in a bid to bolster their midfield options this season. And it could also be planning with life without Paul Pogba. We'll have to wait and see. But Kovacic, that'd be a nice one returning back to the Serie A. Now we're going to Henrik Mkhitaryan, the Armenian this time. He's featured a lot, but today, again, just like Kovacic, linked to Juve. So this is according to Tutto Sport. So they're saying that Juve has shown interest and increased interest in Borussia Dortmund midfielder Henrik Mkhitaryan after he put contract talks with Borussia Dortmund on hold basically for now, because I really do feel sorry for them, because they've had like their spine of their team in Gundogan and Mats Hummels ripped out their team within a couple of weeks. Obviously, we'll replace them, but it probably makes the players like Royce, Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan rethink whether the club can keep hold of their big name players and press that Bundesliga title. And now we move on to the man that is currently the summer transfer window himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's featured in every single episode. I do apologise for that, but this one is kind of too funny to leave out. And that's because a club called Rot-Weiss Oberhausen will make Zlatan Ibrahimovic king. And I didn't say that wrong. Apparently they've offered to make him king if he signs for them. So basically it says that Ibra could become king of Oberhausen if he signs for the German city's 4th tier football club. So obviously they're not a big club at all, and they don't have much probably in terms of wages and stuff like that. But being king, that's probably something Zlatan would kind of thrive on. So obviously Ibra has received a lot of current contracts, and this one is definitely the most creative by a long distance. So it says apparently on a 2-year deal, it would see the city introduce a monarchy that Ibra would head, and also a local beer will be renamed to feature his name. And in this statement, the club has said that their target is God, which is Ibra, and it confirmed they have made an offer featuring an attractive package. So that one, I just find it brilliant. I couldn't really leave it out. Now we go on to Dani Alves. Imagine if he took that, by the way. But now Dani Alves, he is going to be leaving Barcelona, and that is confirmed. Barca tweeted it out, and also the director of football at Barca officially confirmed it. He hasn't said his destination yet, but apparently he has got an offer right now from PSG and also Juventus. And in his goodbye message, he said that it's basically time for a new part of his career and a new chapter. So that makes sense. He has been at Barca for I think 8 years now. Now we go on to Ryan Giggs, the legend, and Sky Sports have now said it's very likely he's going to be leaving because he wants to become a manager. So he's following the likes of Gary Neville in becoming a manager. So obviously Neville's didn't go too well, but it's kind of weird now seeing the players I kind of grew up watching, say 10 years ago, the likes of Vieira and stuff, they're now managers. And now we go on to Thiago Alcantara then. Apparently today, Bayern Munich are willing to sell him this summer, but Man City are one of the clubs not interested. So that's according to Manchester Evening News, and I'm not sure how reliable they are, but that'd be really strange because Pep seems to absolutely love this guy. I'm very surprised he bought in Gundogan instead of Thiago, but he may have wanted to not kind of raid his old club as soon as he's actually left them. Now we go on to Daily Blind today. It was rumoured yesterday Jose Mourinho is looking to sell him. Apparently Barca are one of the clubs interested, and Sport said that they're considering a £14 million bid for him. I'm assuming he wouldn't be playing centre back because he's not. I don't rate him at all there. But as a CDM, he definitely would work and be a decent backup for Sergio Busquets. Now we go on to Christian Benteke, the Liverpool what you call flop in quotes. Apparently today linked to Chelsea, and this is according to the Times, and they're saying that Chelsea are pursuing Christian Benteke as an alternative signing if they should fail to bring Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge. So Lukaku, he's going to cost a lot of money, and Benteke, I still imagine would probably get like 20-25 mil out of him. And I'm wondering if Chelsea kind of a little bit worried about Lukaku. If he has a great Euro 2016, that could raise his price a little bit. I'm not saying they'll be outvalued because obviously Chelsea got tons of money anyway. But the likes of PSG, they may up their interest in potentially getting him. Now we go on to Tim Krul today, linked to a return and a reunion with Alan Pardew at Crystal Palace this time. Apparently he's one of Pardew's main summer transfer targets, and obviously Newcastle got relegated, so he would probably be available on a slightly lower fee, and I imagine has got a release clause in this contract somewhere. And it says that PSG is ready to make a bid. And now we go on to Denis Cheryshev, this time the injured Russian right now, who will miss Euro 2016, and that is a video, by the way, later on, the injured players for Euro 2016. But Cheryshev, apparently, I think he's still owned by Real Madrid, was on loan last season to, I think it was Valencia, and the season before that, he was on loan at Villarreal, and Villarreal do have Champions League football to offer. No fee has been mentioned, but apparently the Champions League football could be a deal clincher if he was to go back. Now we go on to Gini Wijnaldum, this time of Newcastle United, another player. I mean, they will be getting rid of some dead wood, but Gini Wijnaldum, he was actually very good for them. So no fee has been mentioned as of yet, but Gini Wijnaldum, he's a very good player, and I imagine a lot of European clubs are definitely after him. Given the fact that the relegation, again, there probably is a clause sitting around there somewhere. And according to Il Messaggero, Roma want the 25-year-old Netherlands player to replace Miralem Pjanic, who is continuing to be linked with a move to Barcelona. He's not really a like-for-like replacement for Pjanic, but would be a very good signing either way. Now we go on to Robert Lewandowski, again linked to Real Madrid. So the other day, apparently Bayern Munich are unwilling to sell him, but apparently he's going to try and force through a move to the Bernabeu. And then apparently, according to Guillaume Balaguer, he's actually already agreed a personal terms with Real. That's according to reports in Germany, again cited by Guillaume Balaguer of AS. Apparently they met when Atletico played Bayern Munich in the away fixture in the semi-final. So I don't know whether I believe that or not, because Guillaume Balaguer, he tends to spit a little bit of shit. So according to Guillaume Balaguer, Lewandowski's demanding 20 million euros per year from Bayern Munich, and also has been quoted by saying, with that in mind, Lewandowski has been playing on, and it could be more than ready to force a move. It'd be huge if it went through, but I just don't know if Guillaume Balaguer is really that reliable, especially when it comes to something like Lewandowski, because everyone's saying everything different as of right now. Now we go on to Laporte, this time of Athletic Bilbao, today linked to Man City. This also ties in with another one from the Daily Mirror, but this one in particular is from the Guardian. They're saying that Man City are ready to trigger the £39 million release clause to sign the 22-year-old French centre-back from the Spanish club Athletic Bilbao. And the Daily Mirror part says the Man City's obviously signing of Gundogan right now of £21 million is just the start of potentially a £250 million spending spree this summer. So he's looking to completely reshape that squad for next season. And the final one today is this one, Paul Pogba potentially on his way back to Old Trafford. And I imagine this is because of Jose Mourinho, as they want to bring in big names. But apparently, according to Sky Sports gossip column, Manchester United have made a British transfer record bid of £60 million for French midfielder Paul Pogba, who left Old Trafford for Juve in 2012. It would be huge if it happened, and pretty cool for the Premier League. But one thing, I think last year they were linked to the likes of Neymar and Gareth Bale, and we all saw how that really ended up. But Paul Pogba will be a very good addition to the United team. So that covers all today's potential transfers and confirmed deals, guys. So as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, class subscribe for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and the rumours I shoot in the next episode. Remember, previous videos will be on my channel or in the description below. 8 AM is transfers, 9 PM is FIFA related, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.